Do you know what? Shout out to Benny, actually. Benny's one of them. Benny's a man who, if there's a phone call to be made, he just has it.
Bro, he
and
answers
I just
the phone.
so admire that. I just admire that.
I can do it, but I have entire days where I won't pick up a phone call. I don't mind the message because I can get back to that in my own time.
Yeah.
But phone calls, I find them just devastating, man.
I'm trying to get better at it, but it's hard, man.
No, do you know what it is? It's because you see, like, I'll air this one. It's because there's so many.
It's a habit.
Well, it's not even.
It is a habit as well, though.
It's the busier your WhatsApp is, or the busier your phone is. The more likely.
I feel like it is a habit for me. I feel like it's a habit for me.
I only air situations, or I don't acknowledge situations that don't have much significance. Like, by me ignoring it, it doesn't really do anything. I'm probably gonna see you and say, I saw your message, I didn't respond. Like, I'm that person.
Yeah.
But if I feel that emotionally you're not gonna be able to understand this, and I know it's something I'm gonna have to deal with, I just want to get rid of it now.
Yeah.
So, like, I know when people think I'm ignoring them, I just phone them and say, I know you think I'm ignoring you, but I'm just busy. Like, I'm just busy.
Because with times of the essence, yeah.
Sorry.
You lot will be able to break this down better than me, because I was away, so I didn't really see too much about it. I thought it was a joke. What was going on
Callum
with
is
this?
racist, yeah.
Huh?
Sorry, go on.
What was going on with this chicken box thing? The box chicken.
So,
thing.
do you know what? I don't know the exact.
Can I say it, and then if I'm right, then just tell me that I'm right. If I'm wrong, just correct me. Did it have something to do with a campaign where, like, you go to a chicken shop like Sam's or whatever, and then basically they give you a chicken box, and within the chicken box it's got like a story of somebody who's done good in their life?
No. Well, from what I understand,
it was an anti-knife campaign. Right?
Google it,
people that had something to do with knives. Whether it's, I'm not sure whether it's positive or negative.
But is it an anti-knife campaign?
It's an anti-knife
people putting in their own experiences to do with knives.
In the chicken box.
In the chicken box.
Okay.
That's mad.
For me, this is, again, this country doing something and they're so smart because we're here talking about it. We're absolute mugs, man. We all fall for it.
Do you think it was that? Or do you actually think they're just dumb enough?
No, I genuinely feel, after so many examples that I can't think of right now, but I just think the media has a beautiful way of, there's a real issue, let's create hype about something so we defer all the attention over there and we can sort this out with a little bit more time. And I don't know what the real issue is, but that is not the problem. But they know we are a very reactive culture. We've become a very reactive culture. We're not proactive enough for me. We're too reactive. So instead of us starting our own stuff that doesn't, like, pre-in a situation before it gets there and saying, let's do this, we react to the situation. And yeah, sometimes there are successful situations where people have reacted. I'm not saying it's wrong, but not all the time. And I think this is an example where it hasn't worked. If that's what they want to do, what we're meant to do as a community is sit down with all the head people and say, yo, we're going to ignore this campaign. Tell everyone you know to not pay this campaign any attention. Because the only way it gets big is if we're supporting it. That's why they're giving it to us. So if we say we don't care about it, then they're not going to do it no more. They'll try and find a new way. It's just that they know what buttons to press and it's always online.
But doesn't this happen when, like, see, like, you have bad outrage and good outrage, yeah? Isn't this a time when there's, like, good outrage, where it's kind of like,
totally agree,
you know what, yeah? We're going to make enough noise about this just to shut this down immediately. Because
but if we said nothing, what they want is numbers. That's what they want, engagement. Once they get the numbers and the engagement, they'll go to their boss and make up whatever story they want.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's what we've given them. They've won. I understand we have to voice our opinion about certain things, but not everything. But we've got bigger issues.
But then you have people that are outside of the community, and outside of knowing what the hell's going on. If we don't say nothing, they
have no presence.
No. Let me finish though. So then they pump more money into the campaign to make it even louder without us even saying anything. And all of these people jump on this or think in their head that this is like a stereotype of a certain type of people going into I don't know what the fuck it is.
But Chucky, we have to accept that it's going to happen. Like,
is it just London or was it nationwide?
I don't know.
I don't know as well, but what I do know is we have to stop.
It has to be nationwide.
Whatever it is, just forget about communities that don't know anything about us. They don't have no entry point to us anyway. We have to make sure we protect ourselves.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we all need to just have a good time. That's not going to make us have a good time. So if we see that and we're like, that's not equating to good time, Craig David, third single, 2002. I think we have to walk away. We have to walk away. We got to stop feeding into these situations. Because imagine we used all of that energy we gave that and we done something else with that energy. I don't know.
But imagine, like, we gave them a certain amount of energy, put it onto them to make them understand that if they used all of that energy to do this chicken box thing, by putting it into something actually constructive, something good actually might happen.
But then there's in there a boy that died of knife crime and he's got a stand named after him in the QPR stadium.
Is there?
So why are we not putting our energy into that? That happened
Talk
online.
about that then.
Well, no,
I don't know about that.
I don't know all the details.
Oh wait, is that? I read that. Is it about? I read the dad's book actually.
Yeah, QPR did it because I think the boy used to play for QPR. And
Yeah.
Me personally, I think that is incredible, and I think enough people were aware of that, but they just didn't choose to share that because they know instantly online that doesn't accumulate numbers.
Yeah.
What accumulates numbers online is fuckery.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying we are in a position where we can control the narrative. Yes, you got to speak about some bad things. I'm not asking for perfection, but when it's campaigns like this, cuz.
I heard it was black people that commissioned this thing, by the way.
What's that?
I heard it was black, well, not commissioned it, but oversaw it.
I'll be honest with you, them people ain't black. The last time they were black was probably like 2001. Like, it don't count, fam. Arsenal went on me. I'm not interested. The Arsenal went on me, I don't care. You saying Vavavoom now? I'm not interested.
The last time they were black was in 2001, you know?
Yeah, fam, a lot of people are like that. Some of our favourite artists haven't been black for like 15 years.
That's true.
We just gotta accept it.
That's true, still.
Like, I love Craig David, but...
Nah, Craig David's black, man.
Is he?
Yeah, man.
Nah, Craig David is lit, but is he black anymore?
Yes.
I don't know.
He's a certain type of black man.
All right.
No, don't.
Is he, you're right. Is he a brother?
We have all different types of black man.
Is he a brother?
Huh?
All right, I like that.
Yeah, but listen.
I like that. I understand this. You're bridging.
I got cousins, who are like, they speak a bit like, you know, we're going to Jamaica, mate. What are we going to do?
No, I've got people
but
like
they're
that.
black still.
No, Wiley speaks like that, but Wiley's a brother.
Oh, that's
JTK
true.
speaks like that, but JTK's a brother. But if I'm going to say they're brothers, then I have to be careful about other people that I'm calling brothers. I can't just fling everyone in this brothers thing. Come on, cuz, fam. There has to be a criteria.
Come on, man. My man had China bumps, for fuck's sake.
No, because there's like levels. You can't get on this.
Yeah,
my man had China bumps.
Who? Exactly. So he hasn't been black since like what?
Oh,
What's
shit.
your flavour? He might have left.
Ain't he got a high top now?
I don't know. When was Craig David last black? Rise and Fall might have been his last black moment.
Really?
Gosh.
No. I think his last black moment was when he DJ'd that Ras Clark on Love Island.
Seriously.
What?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's relations with your
Same.
pink socks. Shut up, man.
Big him up though.
No, Craig David.
Come on, but we got Craig David. Though.
Yeah,
You know,
big
so
up,
No, I didn't say that. That was
Whatever,
you.
man.
I'm saving
I didn't
you.
say that.
That's
I'd have Craig David in still.
I love Craig David. I love David Beckham, but he's not a brother. I love Craig David.
Nah,
he's not a brother.
Craig David's man them still. I think. I wouldn't par with him like that.
Because he wears a jeans jacket.
Huh?
Because I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with Craig
battering
David.
him.
No, there's nothing wrong with Craig David. He's a legend, bro. He is a legend.
Yeah, I hear that.
But he hasn't been a brother for you. Do you know what it was? I know what it is though, because he grew up in Southampton. If you grew up in Peckham,
He's still
Southampton, I
Wait,
didn't
you
even
could
know
grow
that.
up in fucking Scunthorpe, man. If you're a black, but you're always going to be known as that.
I know, but
Alright.
the community needs to be big, like in Manchester.
I hear that still. But anyway, with with that knife thing anyway, I just thought when I came back to the country and I heard about it, I did think it was a joke. I ain't even gonna lie, I did think that maybe Amelia had something to do with it or something like that. I'm so happy to hear that it wasn't no flipping chicken shop thing like that. But
He thought Amelia had such.
bro.
You're outrageous.
The worst thing is,
that
I
is-
understand the
do you get what I'm saying? I thought
Nah.
like because I'm
She's
trying to
smart.
think
She's
of where the
smart.
joke. Of course she's, and I give her more credit than that. But I'm looking at the joke because I'm trying to figure out what this is about. I ain't been checking social media too much. I just been hearing a couple people talking about a chicken box and a knife campaign and Sam's Chicken and Morley's and all of these type of things. And then I'm hearing this thing about people are putting in their positive experience about things that they've had, some shit. And then I'm thinking in my head, so I'm a youth, I'm going through some shit, I'm scared, you know what I mean? I got beef, there's ops, I've got my ting. I don't really want to carry my ting, but everyone else has theirs. Yeah, so I'm not just going to put mine down. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Morley's because I'm hungry. Yeah, I've only got a few pounds on me. Maybe parents and that situation ain't patterned up. So I'm going to go Morley's. I'm going to go and get a 2 for 1 or whatever the fuck you call it, whatever they do these days. And then I'm going to get this box while I'm eating my chicken. And then I'm going to read this message and I'm going to give boss man my knife. Is this what this is about? Is this the conversation that was had in the boardroom? Maybe it wasn't. But that's what it sounds like to me. So that's what, because you must be able to understand why that comes across as a joke to me.
I just feel like there's better ways to tackle knife crime, obviously.
I just think Craig David was actually black in 2017. He done a song on Keith Renarda's album. It just hit me. Right. Get out of here. So it's 2 years we have him, but it's quite... All right, Craig David's around. He's alive. I forgot. That song was absolutely lit. Craig David wins. Back to knife crime. Yeah.
I feel like we've spoken about knife crime so much. Yeah, it's just like.
But this is what I mean, Chucky. Like I was saying this about. This is a controversial one. I'm going to say now. Yeah, it reminds the knife crime thing that they're doing there reminds me of the Paul Pogba situation.
Okay, talk about that.
So, I would say Halfcast is pioneered a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think Chucky, you deserve a lot of credit.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing it definitely pioneered was serious conversations that were uncomfortable to have, but we didn't mind having them. And that's what made people gravitate towards us because we didn't mind saying we didn't like something that everyone loved commercially. So someone has to be the first to do that to make it seem like everything's so cool. Knife crime's been happening for time.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to tackle knife crime. We're just not prepared to do it. So the fact that they believe that, the majority of the demographic that go to chicken shops are not going to be stabbing people, if we're being totally honest. So for you to now feel like that is the safest place for you to have this conversation is very stupid to me. You're just looking at the black community saying they like chicken, put it in there. It's just a little bit like distasteful. So for us to be a part of that in any capacity, even critiquing it, is not worth it. Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck you lot. It reminds me of the Paul Pogba thing because time ago, we might have even done it here. Spoken about the Raheem Sterling situation being racism. That took about 2-3 years for people to figure out.
Yeah.
Now the Paul Pogba thing happens, you've got all these players talking about racism, and it's not even the players, it's the fucking agents.
Some people might not know what you're talking about, by the way.
So the Paul Pogba situation that's materialised is he's been getting loads of racial abuse online. Tammy Abraham got it a couple of weeks before that, and I'm not condoning it. I think it is terribly wrong. I think it's fucking awful. But one thing I do think is you doing all of these players coming out and saying it's wrong, they're not going to give a shit. If people are making racial comments, because there's IP addresses. If we really care about the situation,
go get them.
Let's tackle. Because if they were doing something to the government, big man, we would find them individuals. So what I'm saying to you is either you tackle it properly with people that genuinely care, or just leave it alone. A couple of footballers doing tweets from an account, and you can see it's not even the footballer because you can see what account they've tweeted from. More time it's from my laptop. What footballer is going to be on a bloody laptop unless it's Griezmann playing Football Manager? Like, we're not idiots. So now you're just trying to display this ignorance to the world and saying we have to accept it. Even me having this conversation is a risk, but I don't mind being the first man over the hill. I don't mind people saying to me, Poet, why are you having that conversation? Because I care about racism in football, but not enough to join with people that don't care about it because they got to fit some quotas. That's what that fucking chicken shop thing is. It's a quota, bruv. So I'm like, fuck them. I don't want to immerse myself with them. I want to have a good time. So when I see that, mute it. Don't even respond.
That was part of the question. That was part of the reason I asked if it was just London-wide or nationwide. So, or even past that. So, for example, London obviously is like super populated and there's a lot of knife crime here. But it's not the knife. It's not the crime capital of even the UK.
No.
You've got bigger knife problems in Glasgow.
Yes.
So
massive.
As long as them chicken boxes are in Glasgow,
but you're not going to hear about that.
Do they have Sam's and Morley's up there?
They need to. I just want this campaign to be in the places. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't just throw it in South London or in London.
Yeah. KFC said, you know what, bun all of that. Like, I'm not having you lot think that this is the type of clientele that we've got here and all of that. They're like, you lot can keep all of that. Sam's, and obviously they're going to take the money in it because they're smaller businesses. Yeah. But a KFC is not going to, like, they're like, nah, man, I don't want to scare people into thinking that you come to a place like this and there's bare stabbings and all of that type of stuff in there. KFC said later to that stuff.
Well, KFC is a worldwide brand, isn't it? Like, I'm not sure if Morley's is even.
But let's take a look at. So they chose Morley's. Let's take even look at that. How much is Morley's for a decent food? What, £2-3? So we've got young demographic of individuals that you're appealing to eating shit food. So we're now upset at a younger demographic of individuals consuming food that is not really that healthy for them.
Shit
and then
to bits.
It's shit food and they're behaving shitly. So let's just put more shit information in this shit shop and expect them to fucking get this shit. It's just like, lads, like, fuck about. Like, this stuff is so easy.
Irony.
Do you know all you've got to do? You just have to care about the people you're speaking to.
Yeah,
if you care about the people you're speaking to, you're going to find out what they want. If you hurt your missus, you're going to ask her, what have I done wrong, darling? She's going to tell you, and then hopefully, if you're smart enough, you're going to try and change the things in which you've done.
Yeah.
There's a knife crime happening within our community. They're not even trying to find out if it's gang related or they don't even know the circumstances. It's just that there's knife crime in a black area, throw it in chicken shops. Like, the ignorance is so stupid. I'm like, let's just have a good time. When we see that stuff, pretend that we're Julia Denuga, mute it and carry on with life.
I hear that still. Do you know what? That's probably where the conversation ends now. Do you know, not the whole conversation, but the conversation on that. I just think the next time I start speaking about this, this knife crime stuff and that, I'm just going to bring youths in and we're going to have a conversation with them. Because I feel like people are just not even doing that.
But Chucky, that's what you
I
do
don't
with
even see that.
everything. That's what I say, Chucky.
I don't even see that. I just see bare conversation in that. We've unpacked it. I feel like we did a good job in doing that. Yeah. But I see like the people at that be having these conversations and they're like, and if there is young people that are there, they're not listening to them. It's like they're just having them there just to just have them there.
But you have to have all examples of individuals that are victims of knife crime. You have the person that's been stabbed in their family. You have the person that actually stabs. They're actually a victim of the situation. Yeah. They're not as bad as the person obviously that's been stabbed, but because of, imagine they've been driven, their life has been driven to the point where they want to stab someone. Yeah. They're a victim of something. What's their family going through? What social group are they in? Take a look at the incident. How many people witnessed that? They're probably going to be traumatized. I've seen stabbing. I've seen multiple stabbings. So it's sad to say, but I've been done to it now. Yeah. Some people, they say that for the first time. What type of might say to themselves, fuck it, if that's what's happening in the hood, I'm walking around with a knife now.
Strong.
If we can get everyone that's affected by this situation, that's why I say talk to communities. If you really care about knife crime, start within a small community, create a program and see how successful it is within that community. Duplicate it in another community. Try boroughs, then try London, then try... if you care, that's what you will do.
Yeah.
If you just want to like, you know what I'm saying? A couple little stripes on your fucking shit. You're just going to say, here's my anti-knife campaign.
Definitely. I mean, you can't eradicate it because people are people and you can't control people's thoughts.
But that's always going to happen. You can reduce it.
Always reduce it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. It can always be reduced. And if they wanted to do it, if they wanted to work hard on doing it, they could really.
Yeah, there's loads of ways, man.
There's always like, so when these things come up, I always just think like, why did they bypass this, and this to do that? I don't understand. I don't get it.
But then it's like, making but then I do get it. So far disconnected from.
But are they? But are they?
They are.
We say that, but I feel like they do know. I feel like they do. No, but
they're disconnected. As in, these are the people that make the actual decisions. Yeah. They are probably 50 years old or whatever it is. So far removed from being 16, 17, 18 years old that you just can't even remember what it's like. You probably didn't even grow up here.
And I'll be real, I used to work in youth work, so this is going back a bit, but I remember one of the guys that's a senior worker like, these fucking young people are too spoilt, man, always want more. I'm like, because they don't have anything. Yeah. They don't have nothing. You've given them a football. Why wouldn't they try to push the ball? I'll get cones and
these decisions are people that were not necessarily recently involved, but have been involved in this stuff, understand the implications, understand like what it can do to you as an individual, come out the other side and trying to help, because those people have a genuine like interest and they're like emotionally invested in saving these young people.
Yeah.
And most importantly, like I said, that's why I said once you've got someone that represents every single person which is affected by the situation, that means everybody's voice within the situation is being accounted for. That means more people are going to feel like they are connected to the situation. The reason why we're not affected by knife crime is because we never speak to somebody who just picks up the paper and finds out what their opinion is. So someone else goes, right, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's always the person that's been stabbed or the stabber, and we're just like, well, that's an isolated world we know nothing about. It's like, fuck, no, the world is bigger than that.
Yeah.
My mum's affected. We go home, my mum's like, oh, I've got another stabbing. I just saw a video on Facebook. She's affected, but we never hear what that person thinks.
Yeah.
It's like L.
Yeah.
It's Miles.
It's a big L.
It's Miles.
Shout out to Miles. Maybe some of these people just need a SPAC Nation church.
Jesus.
You see SPAC
Is that
Nation?
segue?
This is what I want to do with SPAC Nation.
Do you know what? Can I be honest with you? I'm going to be so honest with you.
Go on.
One, I don't even really know much about SPAC Nation.
I don't know nothing.
Two, I've watched like the only thing I'd really seen about them is when they went on Gasworks and they got an absolute bodying. And 3, I don't really care. Like, I don't really care about what it is that they do. But it seems like a lot of people talk about them, but I don't like I don't even know what the fuck.
Apparently they're just frauding everyone, innit? You come join our church, open up a bank account. I don't know for sure.
What, they
open up a bank account?
Man's apparently opening up bank account and then giving them money. These are all the things that I hear.
Oh, they're giving people money?
No, people
People are giving them money.
People are giving them money. How much of this is true?
That sounds like a regular church to me.
Do you know what it is? Man, you just talk to the pastor.
That sounds like a regular church to me.
Maybe.
These pastors are making peas. Do you know what it is?
Go on.
Just off the back of you just saying that, I know that there's probably a lot more context to it than that,
is,
but it just seems like they are the broad and brazen versions of what a normal pastor does anyway.
Bro, honestly, I think you might be closer to the truth than you think.
Listen, they might just be the more in your face, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm rags about it.
Yeah.
Cake me up.
Yeah, that's it.
Cake me up now.
Do you know
and if you're on it, like, boom, I will grace you with everything that you want to hear to make you feel good about the time that you die, to make you feel that you're going to be closer to God, because you're basically paying, man.
But you know why I have an
and
issue
it's
with
lit.
them? But the reason why I have an issue with them, because you're not paying them really, you're just taking money to them. But if what we hear is true about their situation, we've got a problem with them. On a Sunday, if I walk past a church, might have a nice little old man outside, nice little old lady who will gently ask you if you would like to come in. I will say I'm an atheist. They'll be like, are you? Like, nah, I just find it funny. And I carry on with my life and I say to them, no, thank you. But they don't enforce it on you.
Yeah.
From my understanding, these men are enforcing this on people. So that's the only issue. If that's what they want to do and everyone else likes it, do your thing. Like, who cares, fam? Like, there's bare fuckery happening in life.
That's what I was
if
about
you're
to say,
now coming forward and talking to innocent, vulnerable young people in order to entice them to get involved in this church, when everything's about looking drippy and all of this, it's just like, for me, it's just like, cuz you're on Link Up TV, this is mad. If my
Is that
Link
one
Up
of them
TV,
things you got to look drippy in?
Well, you got to
No,
go to
but
church
like-
in Balenci's.
well, no, I don't know, but that's
Otherwise,
one thing
they don't let you in.
enforce.
You got to go in there and you got to have F all over your fucking clothes, or you can't get in. Is that what it is? That's what it
does
sounds
F
like
stand
to
for?
me.
Fraud.
Huh? For Fendi, innit? You got to go in there and you got to have the Louis bag, otherwise it's a myth.
You know what? You know what? I genuinely think,
But I don't know.
Sometimes some churches are jokes.
Obviously, I believe in God, innit? I genuinely think he's looking down
No
at this
way.
planet and he's thinking,
you're a mess for sure.
you lot, everyone,
Has lost the absolute
you
plot.
lot have gone mad.
You lot
have gone mad over there.
smoking a big spliff, chilling with Haile Selassie, Naya Bingi, Baba Shanti, King Emmanuel Selassie, Ja! Rastafari. But anyway,
I think they should just all wear glasses, and then we get Specs Gonzalez there, Spec Nation.
oh, that's perfect.
I reckon
perfect.
the thing is, Specs has got enough of a thing about him to really create a cult for
I'm
him.
telling
As in,
you.
like,
I'm
he could
telling
create
you.
a cult.
Spec Nation.
Spec
Oh
Nation.
my goodness me.
That'd be
In a church. In a church. Do you know how amazing that would be?
Chucky. We in
Do you know how amazing that would be? Specs in a church.
Just
Spec
give it a sermon.
Nation.
Give it a sermon, Specs.
I'd go to that.
Oh, 100.
I would definitely go to that.
I might invest.
I'd go to that. And I know that would be nothing but just vibes. It wouldn't be about materialism and flipping, I don't know, all the other shits.
He'll banter the Bible.
Huh?
He would banter it.
Specs banters everything.
He'll banter everything.
He doesn't care.
He would. He'll say, we know the story about Adam and Eve, which means Eve had no clothes on. And it'll just be like...
Specs has said, Paul, come. Open the Bible. I'm like, alright, why? He goes, there's a story in here that a man got a stick and parted the water. Should we go try? I'm just like...
He goes, you find me one man with one stick that can do that. I don't believe this. This is what his church should be.
Do you know what, anyway?
I would go.
I would definitely go to that. But on top of that, shout out to them, man, anyway. I mean, whatever you lot are doing over there, people seem to be talking about it. If people are joining it and doing whatever the fuck they're doing with it, it's cool. To be honest with you, no disrespect to people anyway, but it does sound like a lot of churches to me. It does. I'm sorry. Shoot me for it. You know.
They can't.
Oh, yeah, of course you can't do
church.
that. Yeah, of course.
That's
exactly.
why, doing that Gasworks episode, it was comfortable but not comfortable at the same time. Because I knew they were rude boys. I could smell it.
Yeah, they're definitely not dickheads.
No way.
But not everyone in the church is a dickhead, though.
Nah.
That's not what that
but
is.
them man are wedge. They're filling out their clothes, big man.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they were talking to me like, no, I'm like, he is
Yeah.
about 7 comments away
from
right thumping
hook.
my left eye down to my shoulder. It was a mad thing, but you live in
Yeah, because you know what the thing is, though? For whatever it is, they feel that they're doing something really good. And it must be annoying where, you know, people question that. Do you get what I'm saying? Or people don't get it. So if you get it, if you've got something that you're doing and you feel like you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart to try and help people or whatever, that's what you feel and that's what you think that you're doing. If people question that or they banter it, then it's like they're bantering your baby, and some people can't take it.
This is why I'm saying, for example, that Spec Nation episode, they got frustrated with me. But you can't get frustrated with me because you can't answer my question. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. If I ask you a question about something you're invested in and you can't answer it cohesively so it makes sense, like string a sentence together, that can't be my problem. Yeah. And that's the reason why people do have a problem with me. Because I will ask you a question based upon your behavior and ask you to tell me why this has happened. And if you can't justify it, this just can't be this sounds like a personal problem. Word to Vision. That seems like your problem. I'm not taking paracetamol for someone else's headache. I hear you. Word to TJ. Like, that's just the way I'm living my life right now. I just want to have a good time. Is there anything wrong with that?
Let's have a good time.
Carnival, what are you saying?
Boy.
Huh?
Shout out J2K.
Centre mid.
A home. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. The link will be in the bio.
I said centre mid. What are you doing?
Playing centre mid.
Playing centre mid. At Carney?
At Carney.
What does that involve?
Xavi? What does that mean, Dan? Xavi or Iniesta centre mid?
I'm going to go Xavi this time.
No way. So you mean that you might even play the ball to someone to set up someone else?
Mad.
But Miles still won't score.
I'm going with key passes.
Key passes.
Not assists. I'm not dribbling.
It's key passes.
But it's key passes. Just get close to me in Carnival. That's all I'm going to say. Get close. Get around me. Get around me.
I don't think... I retired. I might play defence.
Man said I retired.
I might play defence though. So I might defend them and them.
Do you know what it is? It's a whole match. Yeah? This is my thing about Carnival. We're on Carnival right now.
We are.
No, we're not.
Well, Carnival ain't started yet, but we're on it. It feels like home. I'm not going to lie.
Carnival always feels
like home.
Yeah. It's proper home. You're playing up front. Oh, you're going to score a bag of
Chucky gun way up top.
No,
he's only coming short.
No, I'm left back.
Drop the ball off and then gone straight back.
I'm going left back.
Wait. But what type of left back?
Robertson.
Marcello. You know them? Marcello. I know your team. You see Chucky, when he spruces up, big man, the gal are like, yo, Chucky. All right.
Do you know what? My thing is a little Guinness punch and that, and I'm just holding the vibe, man.
I do hear you though.
I'm just going and I'm just holding the vibe. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't understand how there could be a carnival going on and people are in their yard. I can't even fathom it. It's free.
And it's big.
Do you know why? Because the anti-knife crime in Sam's is scaring everyone. Yeah, they don't even want to go carnival now.
And there's a flipping... there's not a Sam's in Ladbroke Grove, is there? There's not a
What's the day, actually?
Do you know what, though? I'll be honest with you. I could definitely understand why women don't go carnival.
1,000,000%.
Bro, I just find... do you know what?
to be a woman in carnival.
Bro, give me... Like, I know it might be hard to understand this for a moment because we are guys, yeah? But imagine going to carnival, right? Imagine going to carnival and every second somebody's grabbing your bum, and the majority of the people that are grabbing your bum are dead things.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
It'll be a nightmare.
Oh my God. And they're grabbing your ting. They're grabbing your bum, they're grabbing your ting.
What?
And they're grabbing
Is that what man are doing?
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if a girl is getting her pooch felt at carnival, bro. Just on a casual one away.
Even if it's a buff thing, imagine someone violating you in front of that much people. I know some girls that will Nick Cannon and while out. Proper things.
Yeah, you can't.
Can I just say,
that's why they can't go.
Listen, we are not far away from fucking up carnival so much to the point that it could actually just be a man fest one year. What if every woman said, you know what? I can't deal with it anymore. Fuck it.
And it's just bare man.
Like, it might be a vibe though. It might be fun.
So you man want to go to an outdoor prison? An outdoor prison? I'm not in
might
it.
be a
Because the
vibe.
man don't vibe.
What?
I don't go carnival with girls.
Wait, the most.
All
Probably the man
right.
then,
Let me
so-
get it straight. A man gets fresh home 2 days before carnival and goes carnival. It's all man. You think he's happy?
He's not happy,
Oh,
but
what if
I'm
he,
happy.
what if he just come out of jail?
And
Yeah.
2 days later,
Yeah, but yeah, he's pissed.
He can go home. Huh?
He's
I can't lie
pissed.
to you. I'll go home. If I went carnival, all I saw was man, I'm going home.
If it was, but what if it was all the man them and that? and
It's
it
the
was like,
man though.
Because
That's a vibe.
no matter what, if you spend,
you ain't going home.
Let me show you something. I've realised from football matches,
Yeah.
men that don't know each other have an hour and a half to 2 hour period of spending time with each other
I hear
before
that.
they're like, who's my man though?
Yeah, it starts getting sticky.
It starts quick. And if you mix alcohol with this, 2 hours might be an hour and a half now.
This is where
Unless you got something that can preoccupy you, i.e., women, football. Once that has died down, you have a 2 hour
Music?
window period.
Music?
No, but music, the novelty of it wears off. Looking at a rave. After 2 hours, the music is just the music. You need bangers. Otherwise, you're still
It has to
saying,
be
who's that
banger.
band?
I've clocked what Poets just said. I've clocked it. Do you know what happens?
Go on.
Jokeism.
Jokeism.
Bro.
you're right.
Because a joke comes in and a man don't love it and he don't know my
And
man.
hold on, who is my
Yeah,
man?
who is my man anyway?
Yeah.
But sometimes there's a joke in your circle where I've done it, I'm nasty. I'm like, ain't that my man that you have a problem with? Yeah. So you just say,
yeah,
oh, you're not on this team. What? You said next time you see him in it. I'm just saying, bro. 2-2s now. Back page.
Yeah.
Chicken shop.
I
They
hear
can't
you.
buy chicken. It's mad.
But 2 hours at Carnival would be, because really and truly, okay, it's cool to be there for the whole day. But if you went there and it was just the man them, couple
2 hours is
hours,
fine.
couple hours is
That's
alright.
fine, it's
No,
And then we go back and watch the football.
Yeah.
No. I think it was just 2 hours. Yeah, that's safe.
Yeah, that's
but if
safe.
it becomes 2 hours, 5 minutes, within that 5 minute period, the man them have now
right.
started
Starts getting
thinking,
mad.
but who's him? And who that? And you see me?
I ain't even gonna lie. When I first started going Carnival with my brethrens and that, and I was obviously super young, I did partake in a couple of, maybe I shouldn't have. I didn't really know her like that kind of vibe, but yeah. You're just with the man them and it's like
And you grab the arm as
you grabbed her arm.
Okay,
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not saying I grabbed a pooch or anything
Yeah.
like that, but I'm definitely not a grab her arms done now. You'd forget about all of
To
that.
grab my arm these days.
Strong. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm me. So anyway, yeah, like that might have been happening and all of that, yeah. But now I'm very conscious of the fact of like, if I see a girl and I think she's Chris, yeah, and she hasn't seen me, in my head there is a hell of a lot of men who think that girl is Chris too. So I'm not even just jumping out of the way to go and grab her, because that must, like, 100 men must have done that before me. The only way I'm doing that is if there's eye contact.
She gives a
If
sign.
I'm there and there's eye contact and that, and we do that, then boom, I'll go and do my thing. I'll just go and have the conversation or whatever it may be. But other than that, the whole flipping going and grabbing someone's arm and let go and have a good time.
Nah.
And you know what it is as well, what pisses me off? Enough man do that with not their chest. They do that for the man them. That's the other mad thing. Enough man do that for the man them. So they'll grab a girl's arm with no intentions of having a real conversation. It'd be interesting to find out, how much time a man is prepared to even have a conversation with a girl if a girl turns around and says, "Hi, well, what do you want?"
But
Man don't even know what the fuck to say. Man don't even know what the fuck to say because you wasn't even expecting
Well,
that.
if you're going Carnival and you're not
Unless you're a gallus.
and you're not a great talker as a guy, your safest bet is rekindling old things.
Definitely.
I think it's down to what position you play though.
Yeah.
The position you play means you may not have 10 shots, but you might get one. So if I played centre mid, which is what I would play if I was there, I can be single and play centre mid. Because I might just want to hook up the man them.
Yeah.
But if one time I've collected the ball and I've seen a bit of space,
Yeah.
so when I go to talk to the girl on the I'm going to hook her up thing, she wants to chat to me. But because my energy's never been I want to chat to anything, now I'm keeping possession of the ball. I might have a shot.
By accident.
So you have to understand the role you've got to play in your team. If you're a striker and you've got a good record, you appreciate you might miss a few shots.
Do you know my
talk to that girl? It doesn't matter.
Do you know why my record's good?
And take a shot at you.
All right,
Oh
exactly.
my God.
And let me just tell you, do you know why my record's good?
Go on.
Because the goal's open every time
Aye,
when
aye,
I go for it. See, when I go for the goal's got to be open. If the keeper's in there trying to run at me and all of that, you know what? I might just.
It's
lay
a
it off.
normal square it back
I'll
across
square,
the goal.
exactly.
And there's
No,
tap-ins.
no interest.
Tap-ins.
No interest.
I respect that though.
Man, it has to be open. It has to be inviting.
Yeah.
The goal has to be inviting for me to go and score my team.
I'm done nowadays anyway. I'm doing just tick-a-tacker.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not even on that. I'm not even on that this year. I'm good.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, what,
Do me?
yeah. What position?
Left back. I'm gonna do my left back thing.
Marcelo
I'm not even.
thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Alonso.
Yeah. No, I'm not going.
Free
Flamboyant.
kicks.
It's flamboyant.
Yeah.
So it's
You know
like-
what? Left back.
I'm gonna
fullback
just stay left back.
naturally-
I'm good. I'm gonna go
see a lot of the
forward.
ball.
I'll go forward.
Fullback see loads of the ball.
Fam, I'll go forward.
Yeah.
But I'm not going too far.
But it looks like you're. Do you know what it looks like to
Whipping
me?
the balls in.
If you're
Yeah.
playing left back,
I'll whip the ball in.
so you're gonna be. You're never gonna be in the middle of the game. You'll be
No.
on the side catching a vibe.
Exactly.
Left back.
Yeah.
And then when something comes in your danger area,
Strong.
you'll approach it
Strong.
and you'll feel the vibe. You might lay it off. You might knock it down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clip
But-
into the striker.
If you see their space, you're
You're
out.
moving.
You're moving.
You're moving.
You're
That's
like,
it.
come on, roll
You got
me.
every option. You should never
Roll
lose
with
the
me.
ball at left back.
Look, if I'm at the halfway line, if I'm in left back position, but I've gone to the halfway line, the ball's come to me and the keeper's way out of the thing and the goal's inviting, I'll do the long ball too.
Well, you know Carnival past 6 o'clock. Past 6 o'clock, there's the tempo's slowed and it's
Strong.
just the game is wide open.
And
That's
this is
it.
alright. You see when I hear you like this, I'm not going Carnival.
Hey.
I'll get sent off.
Yeah.
I will get sent off.
Yeah.
Reckless
2
play.
foot. Yeah.
I just feel like someone will annoy me, and I was like, "Fuck, just allow me."
I'm on a behavior thing this time anyway at Carnival, but